Yo, what is good, my anime people? What is good? Overall, man, anime is all disappearing at the same time, and it's hard to think about it, man. Um, I'm not gonna lie, this show wasn't nearly as good as I was hoping it to be. It's not the worst show, but man, did those CGI monsters really not make me feel like there was any threats in this world. Like I really just didn't end up caring all that much, which is unfortunate. Um, because it seemed like everything could have been pretty interesting in this world. You have AIs that are more commutative, that are practically living people at this point. You have all these different ways that people can get stronger through either becoming, these ridiculously powerful fighters, or they just aren't going to become as much of anything because there's not much uh, things that people haven't done already that they haven't already mastered. For instance, like the girl who's a summoner in the schools, she won't become the best summoner because we have the best summoner Eh, excuse me, and our main character. So it's almost a weird situation where we're in. It's like, yeah, you can be, practically whatever you want, but there's so many other people that have done it as well that it's going to be real, real hard to become the best in your respective area that you try to choose. Um, Especially me, if I wanted to choose to be in this place late, and I would have been a tank. And you see who's the best tank in this week's episode. We finally get to see what King Solomon is actually capable of, and I am not surprised that he is capable of blocking an attack from a raid monster with no help. And then if you boost all of his stats, he's capable of doing it again for even a crazier attack that shouldn't be able to be blocked because it's an actual AoE, which means a wide area attack. And if that is the case, and dude just, showcases yet again that if he had a shield, would he be even better as a defensive tank then, or is he so good at tanking and his skills are so good already, he wouldn't even need it, and it would actually it would actually hurt him in a sense to have a shield. So very, very curious about that because he did have multiple elements on his shield or his sword as well. He had fire on one and like wind or ice on the other, but he was also casting like a wind to make them more mobile. There was a lot he was capable of doing, so I think that's what really got me more interested in his character alone. Even though he's a uh, he runs people into the ground because there's always something to do, but for a good reason, seemingly. So I am very curious to see where that is all headed as a whole because it seems like as of right now, we still got a lot to take in if they do a season two. I feel like we didn't really learn much of anything when it came down to the characters our main guy was supposed to be finding the whole time, right? Pretty sure he was supposed to be taking care of somebody and the necromancer guy and, figuring out what the heck he's been doing. And then next thing you know, he's like, that's the end of the season. We don't know how hard it's going to be to find these people, but we'll find them. And I was like, bruh, we waited a whole entire first season practically for you to find this person. You never did. And then we see him at the end credits and he's walking with skeletons and stuff. So uh it's not like he isn't out there and he's passed away or something. He's just as ridiculously hard to find, I guess. So we will definitely see how all this turns out. I hope y'all are having an amazing day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. I am your boy, the Anime G, and I will definitely be talking to you sooner than later because We got a lot to talk about when it comes down to the next time we get more episodes. I just know for a fact they're gonna drop so much stuff all at once, and it's gonna be ridiculously hard for me to try to keep up because at first it's hard for me to choose just one or two shows. And I was also hoping my anime people can help me out with some shows, but it seems some of us literally just watch the same stuff. So whatever I'm watching, we're probably already gonna be watching. So it is what it is, man. I appreciate everything that I get, regardless of not communicating or whatever. At times, I wouldn't give away this channel for anything. Content to do more, and this was an interesting season finale. I'm glad we got to see full power Mira and not just think if she can do the 100 army. But yeah, we got to see that, and that was probably the best part of this episode. So take care, everybody, and say goodbye to this show because I know a lot of people hated it that I know on Twitter. So yeah, they're probably happy this is ending. But yeah, it is what it is. I'll give it a 6. If the AIs were, or if the monsters were better, it would definitely be an 8 type of anime. So we'll see what's going on in next season if they do come back. Take care and peace. Oh, you punk. Come here. Yes, sir.